Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Stephen here. Manchester City made it 4 wins in a row in the Premier League, sitting pretty at the top of the table. I will take it. Very satisfying victory. A 2-1 victory against Brentford. It was not easy at all. It really wasn't. They made us work for it. And Guardiola was very complimentary of Brentford, rightfully so, because they are a very good side, a really good side, in fact. The quality of the mid-table sides. This is a side, by the way, that finished last season in like 16th place. That's ridiculous. That's sort of the barometer there. And look how good they were today. Yeah, so impressive. So good. This, of course, is the Fanview Live where you guys can come on and have a chat with me if you want to. You can chat of all things Manchester City, all things City Brentford, eulogize, that's not the right word. Is it eulogize? Is it the eulogy after they passed away? Or was it the same thing? I don't know. Just wax lyrical. There's the right metaphor about how good Erling Haaland is and all the usual stuff. I've kept. Usually, this is going to be for members and Patreons. And Michael, I know, is waiting. He's one of those guys. Right now, at the start of the season, I'm keeping it open so you guys can see what it is and hopefully enjoy it. The link is in the description if you want to get involved. It won't be the longest video ever today, depending on how many people join it. I don't really know, but either way, do have your say. Do click the link in the description. Join with your camera if you can, doing your mic, and come prepared with your hot takes or your general takes on that game after City went to top of the table. 12 points out of 12 so far. Liverpool only on 9. They lost their first game under Arne Slot. A disappointing loss as well for them against Nottingham Forest. Things are looking good, lads. Looking really good. And Haaland, of course, absolutely pivotal with 9 goals in 4 games. 9 goals in 4 games. You stupid man, Erling Haaland. An absolutely ridiculous return so far from the best striker in world football, bar none. Haaland this, Haaland that. You can moan about his touch and all that kind of stuff, but ultimately he's an absolute genius in front of goal. He really is. Guardiola, by the way, I want to get onto these quotes about Brentford from Guardiola before getting to chatting to Michael, who's patiently waiting. Guardiola said, I have a huge list to tell you about Brentford. They're good in high pressing. They're good in long balls, second balls. They defend deep and so compact, allowing them to go inside and out. They have spaces inside, transitions with Wissa and Bumo. They're really, really good. This season, even then, when they make high pressing, last season it was long balls to Tony. This season, no. This season they play short passes, they break, they move inside, outside, and often they're so quick. Set pieces, every corner is a headache. Every throw in the final third is a headache. Every free kick, every department, and all the things they do. They have a manager behind. It's a manager. Sometimes you see a team, sometimes it's whatever happens. What they do is always sense. Thomas Frank is one of the best. Wonderful quotes, by the way. Absolutely spot on. Love this from Pep. I love it. I love it. I love reading him. Get so excited about football. There's some team. They really are. And to win 2-1 today, it's really good. They're really, really, really good side. Right, I go to Michael anyway. Michael's been patiently waiting to have a chat about this game. Looking forward to Michael's views. 1 second, let me do a quick bit of editing. Here we go. Michael, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. I'm in a really good mood after that. It was a bit more of a battle than maybe I would have hoped for, but I think it was important to read those quotes from Pep for a reason because Brentford did not make it easy. What was your top line take of that game today?
Number one take is Erling Haaland's the best striker we've ever seen in the Premier League.
Yeah, he's not bad, is he?
Simple as that. Just not only the finishes, but just like the link up play, how he held the ball up was just how much he's improved this season has actually been crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you can only imagine the amount of work he probably put in the summer to sort of get to this point.
I feel like a lot of the work Haaland did in the summer was sort of obviously training and so on. A lot of it was a mental recuperation and finding his own sort of focus. And Haaland doesn't need people to motivate him. He is where he is because he's an insane footballer. I think Haaland sort of plows his own path, really, doesn't he? But today we saw a Haaland fired up for many reasons, some of them personal as well. Yeah, he was really impressive, man. He was really impressive. What did you make of the overall performance from City? Very much a game of two halves, even if the goals came in the halfway were poor. But yeah, what was your view on the game today?
Well, it's still early stages, so I don't really want to be too negative. But that first half was a bit worrying because it seemed like we didn't really know what to do based on Brentford's play, and everybody looked a bit like rushed in possession. They weren't making the right passes. They were just couldn't get out of the half pretty much. But like you said, the second half just turned it around completely. Maybe a bit of Rodri back into the side helped with that. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I pretty much agree with you. It's just a game of two halves, and it might be a bit worrying based on the first half, but it's fourth game of the season. You can't really say like,
Yeah,
oh, we're gonna struggle. So, and obviously we haven't really. This was probably the first instance this season so far where we really looked on the back foot. And
we need it, don't we? Though we need those games. We need teams to run at us and show us different threats. And I was just reading another quote as well. Guardiola said it's productive for us to win these type of games in that way. The players, sometimes it can be a warning to them. Like, oh, be careful. But now they actually felt it. They felt it, he said. From the first minute until the end, even the staff said, oh my God, how we suffered today. And I think, yeah, look, you don't grow without suffering. Largely the rule of life is to fail better. Like if you're going to fail, do better, but then do it again better. And eventually you win. And look, Guardiola, I think Guardiola will love this today. I really do believe that. I know it sounds weird because you want to win every game 5-0, but you don't learn everything from that. If Brentford playing really well today and us only winning 2-1, we learn so much more than we do in a comfortable 4-0 victory because now you can imagine what Pep's thinking now about training and what he wants to do next week. He wants to work on this and that and that. And did anyone stand out for you today other than Erling Haaland?
Yes, I would say Ederson definitely had a very good game.
Yeah.
And he's always one that's subject to a lot of criticism, but I think today he was really well. Especially, I mean, the corners were still a bit worrying. I feel like whenever he tries to come out and, clear a corner, that always has me worried, at least, because I've seen it so many times where he never gets a good hand on it. But I think today he dealt with it really well. Obviously, he got the assist on the second goal, which is a really nice long ball. And I think he was really impressive. Can I keep going? I have a few more.
Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it.
Akanji as well. Also, I know the first goal, there wasn't much he could do on it, but you could fault him. But I think for the rest of the game, he just had an incredible game. And like continuing on from last season and the Euros in the summer, he's been incredible.
Yeah, he's world class.
What
Picking up off the Ederson thing, by the way, I saw this stat where he made 5 saves, which is the joint most he's ever made in a league home game for City, as well as becoming the first keeper to provide an assist in the Premier League this season. So basically, he made the most saves he's ever made in a home league game for City today. 1 or 2 of them really big ones, and it's little ones where he rushed out as well, to stop a counter attack and things like that. They were really good. It's very Ederson really that. And then of course that assist, it's just. I mean, he played another pass as well out wide to Haaland with a sort of like punt from his feet as well, which is really nice. Haaland didn't do anything with it, but it was just very Ederson basically. And I think he's had a pretty slow start to the season. He was diabolical in preseason. I know that sounds really strong, but he really was diabolical.
He was really bad. Really bad.
Was really, yeah, he like stinking bad. Like literally looked like a 40-year-old keeper who's like your 4th choice or whatever. Who's never plays, But fair play to him. Like he's obviously got his head down after the Saudi stuff never happened, and good today. I mean, you're right about Akanji. Akanji's just. Like, so good.
What a signing. I can't get over it, really. And I remember his first year, and I always thought he wasn't amazing, but even in that first year, I thought he was quite good. And week after week, I just see people like, oh, he's not good enough. And I'm like, I can see it there. Like, you just got to give him some time. And like he can play center back, right back, left back. He can invert into midfield.
He's a genius. He's a genius defensively. I think I love signings like that where they're like 15 million, whatever. I don't know, it was maybe 18. I don't know what it was either way. It was less than 20 million.
Yeah.
And he comes on and just gets better and better and better with the right structure around him. I think Akanji's a testament to putting the right people in the right environment. And I really do believe there's probably another 100 Akanjis out there in world football who could come into Man City and go from a very good player to being a great player. I really do believe
you tweeting that. Yeah. And it's probably true. Like, it's probably true. Like, there's somebody probably in the Scottish League right now who
in the right setup. Yeah, I 100% believe that. I think there's so many more top level players than we realize. It's always about the environment and the coach. And there might be a guy none of us would ever even think of that all of a sudden, if he's training around De Bruyne and Rodri and under Guardiola, he's just an inherently brilliant learner. But you can only learn as good as the people around you, you know. And if you're playing for, look at Nathan Ake, is a good example, by the way, at Bournemouth, you know. But if you're playing for Bournemouth and your manager's, you know, he's decent, but he's not Guardiola, you're not playing around geniuses, you're going to reach the level of them, and that's it. You're going to be very hard to go past that level. And I think Akanji is a great example of where, like, look, he needed someone to go, you're doing 7 out of 10 things right. You just need to get 2 more, and also you're a 9 out of 10 player. And that's what he's doing now. Like, yeah, it's great. What do you make of, obviously, you know, we've got no left back now in terms of backup with Ake out. With Vardio came on today and played Rico there. It was so. Rico wasn't nowhere near as impressive, was he, as the first few games. How do you think Guardiola's going to approach that, given the games coming up?
Difficult question. First of all, have we ever had a left back? Is that a position in the team? I don't remember. I think it just has to be a rotation. I mean, Ake getting injured is definitely a big blow, because I feel like if he didn't, there'd be no worries there, because then you just rotate Vardiol, Ake, Rico Lewis if you need, and we'd probably be okay. But since he got injured, I'm guessing it's most likely going to be a rotation between Vardiol and Rico Lewis, with maybe Akanji playing there and filling in if needed.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be okay. What do we have? We have 7 games in the next 2 weeks, or
I'll read the games now for you. 1 second. Fixtures. So we got Inter, obviously, midweek, Arsenal. Then we got Watford a couple of days after. Then we got Newcastle, Slovan Bratislava, and Fulham and Wolves. So yeah, 7 games there. I think Ake's missing them all until we come back. No, he'll be back for Wolves allegedly. So 6. I think this is 6 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. I mean, you think a few of them we get through without, but Watford, Slovan away, Fulham at home. You'd think we'd be all right for, but then it's into Arsenal and Newcastle away and stuff. Ain't gonna be easy, is it?
No, that's definitely gonna be a difficult run of fixtures for sure. I think we'll be okay. It's such a shame that Ake got injured, especially at this time where Guardiola probably had big plans for him to play. And I think would have. Yeah, I really feel for Ake as well. And I've been saying it since last year signing Vardiol, because the treble season, I feel like he was incredible. And going into next year, there was really no reason that he should lose his spot in the team. And now when it's like almost this would have been the opportunity, he's going to come in, he's going to come out, he's going to come in, he's going to come out and get a bit more game time. He gets this unfortunate injury, and just a really hard one to take, at least for me personally, because I think he's such a great guy, even off the pitch as well. Like,
he's wonderful.
He's a really likable guy. Yeah,
so he's so nice. I think he would have started against Arsenal. I think he would have. I think he's against Saka.
I mean, if you look at the track record, then why not, right? Because every game that he played against Saka was just, he was non-existent pretty much in all of them. So
yeah, absolutely, and he's just he's a better one-on-one defender than Vardiol. I think that's fair. And I think Vardiol will get to that level, but it just takes time to. I think his age and experience. He's got 7-8 years on him, hasn't he, Ake?
Yeah.
So he's definitely going to play into it. Michael, thank you so much, mate. It's been a pleasure chatting.
Yeah, same to you.
Catch you in a bit. Michael, top bloke. And don't forget, if anyone wants to join, you're more than welcome. There's a big old window there alongside me. You can come and have a chat. Please do get involved. It's always good fun chatting to you guys on the Fanview Live. If not, I'll probably just keep it as a short video. But all you got to do is click the link in the description and come and join me. It'll be good fun. We can have a chat about today and anything you think about the game. Look, I enjoyed it. I get to some of your questions. Michael saying in the comments, it's a good time to get Rodri and Foden back into the team. Yeah, absolutely. Rodri was so good when he came back. It wasn't like he was a genius or anything, but he came on and he was immediately composed. We looked a little more mature. I mean, we weren't keeping the ball anywhere near as good in the first half. It was like literally 52% possession for 48 in favour of Brentford. So it's basically 50-50, but Brentford slightly pipped City. Second half was more like 65-35. City much more better at doing their usual thing. And it's one of those things where, you know, Foden, as soon as he's back, I think Foden's obviously had a pretty nasty viral thing going on. I was a bit ill for a couple of weeks where I couldn't shake something, so I think he's obviously there's something going around. I reckon. It's you're only human. Like we all get ill, bugs and all that kind of stuff, and I can't wait to see Phil get back in the team. Guys, I mean, if no one else wants to join, have a chat, I might just keep it as a short fan view live. I am enjoying chatting about over Man City, but of course I've done my match reaction as well. How's Liam Delap been getting on, by the way? Someone said he's been playing pretty well today. Did he play all right? Delap apparently hit the post. Yeah, I just saw it on Twitter. Guys, I'll leave it there. Just a quick fan view live then, I reckon, because no one seems to want to join. That's fine. That's fine. I will do my 5 things learned tomorrow, of course, as well. Watch my match reaction. But overall, I think it was a really important game of football. I enjoyed it a lot. But City were good. If not great. And I think Pep is right to draw attention to just how good Brentford are because they're a fantastic side. In a bit, guys, thank you very much for watching. And thank you, Michael, for joining. Bye-bye.